Sometimes no words are the best words.
Odd to hear that coming from you.
That's a hard piece of wood to go through, isn't it?
It's a pretty tough piece of wood.
All the moisture slash sap that's in this piece of wood. Great test for a blade. Do you want to make a fire tonight or no?
I'm kind of leaning towards it.
I kind of would like to, dude. As the sun goes down, crank that fire off. I'll sit back while you make it. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, kind of like me chopping the wood here. And
Yeah, I'll work the camera. Let's do a little splitting with a SOG Seal Pup Elite light duty tactical slash survival slash utility blade. I'd go deeper than that.
you think so?
Yeah, because you're gonna just pop off a plank that way. There you go. Should a AUS 8 blade be able to take this? Absolutely. For the size of piece of wood he's doing, it should absolutely be able to take it.
And it's doing it.
If it doesn't, it's garbage in my opinion, and I'll tell you that. And it's not worthy to put in your kit. It should be able to take whacks of this magnitude. I know, I'm pretty hardcore with my blades. I expect a lot out of them. I expect them to be tough. It doesn't mean I won't ever, if they break, I condemn them forever. Recon Scout. Yeah, that's a good one right there, dude. Funny thing with Buggett is that he'll look at a blade sometimes and he'll go, yeah, I'm not too turned on by that one. And then after he uses it, he kind of comes away with a new appreciation of the blade.
It's kind of that way with that Rat 7.
Yeah. How you doing over there, girl? Sucks with the small size though, doesn't it?
It just doesn't do much.
It's got no mass to blast through the wood.
It doesn't split well. I went kind of deep on that one.
Yeah, and it's good. I'm glad you did.
But it's, I mean, is it doing it? Yeah. Is it doing it efficiently? No, it's not.
Nice.
All right, what do we got here?
Cold Steel SRK. Also an AUS 8 steel.
You can tell this one's got a little more heft to it, a thicker blade, a little more wedge shaped. We'll see how it does.
Bear down on that handle if you can. Nice. A little more authoritative on that one. That's our mid-range, so that is a great balance.
Okay, here we go. There's the piece. We'll go right down the middle. Let's see what happens.
Nice.
It's doing it.
Yeah, it is. That's a hard piece of wood he's batoning through. Cold Steel SRK. It's wrapped with some ACU camo form just for the heck of it because I've been wearing it on my LBE. I think it's a great LBE knife. Some guys would say, well, the SRK's broken. Dudes, every knife is broken.
There isn't anything out there that's not going to break.
You'll find every knife is busted. If you abuse it enough, I don't care what it is, the Recons, the Trailmasters, any custom, you can break knives. Again, these are hard tests we put them through. I like hard tests though, because that way I feel confident putting in my day pack when I come out to places like this. I want to know that my knife can take the abuse to split firewood, make shelter, and keep me alive in harsh environments like we're finding ourselves. We've probably lost 10 degrees in the last half hour, by the way, as the sun goes down.
Yeah, I'd say so, at least. Yeah, that's going to start dropping quick.
I think the boogeyman's coming out.
Yeah.
And that's another good reason to have blades.
And a fire.
Dude, look how worn your cap is. Did you buy it that way or is that real wear?
It's real wear.
It looks cool. It's awesome. We've kind of consequence in testing these blades have built up a small stash of firewood.
I say we use it.
Right on. Temperature's going down here at elevation, so we are layering up. My favorite against the skin layer is either Thermax or polyester. And that'll be just a single layer. As the temp goes down, then a nice layer of fleece like you see Buggett doing. Layering up with some windproof fleece. Is that Mount Hardware windproof?
This thing is not windproof.
Oh, it isn't?
It is definitely not a cold weather shell.
But it's got the hard exterior on it, right?
Yeah,
so
and
it
actually beads up well too. It's actually fairly water resistant.
Ouch. Dang, I freaking smacked my elbow hard. Anyways, I'm just having that Polartec 300 fleece, and then I'll layer with my anorak. And that'll be good enough for the anticipated conditions tonight. Again, if we had to go to survival conditions, then we would bivvy up and make our shelter.
Definitely.
And Buggett likes to cuddle in those situations too.
I am a spooning fool.
A couple more banging with knives, and we're going to start a fire up here.
Okay.
Help yourself to those trio bars. They are outstanding. Allie, din time for you. She eats dry food, by the way. I'm a big believer in giving your dog dry food. It's just fine, healthy for him. But on special occasions like this, how you doing? She gets good chow. I can't film this. Can you film this? Oh yeah, dog. Oh yeah. There you go. Free. I better flop it out so she can eat it. She doesn't eat canned food very often. There you go. There you go. Why did Ontario quit making the SP-17? What an affordable, great, mid-range carbon steel survival knife. Camp knife this is. Nice. Hey, Ontario, man, make this blade again. Must not have sold that well. Actually, I think they're discontinuing their entire Spec Plus series, which, unless they're replacing it with something better or similar, I think is a bad move. High value survival knives that work. I've shown you a lot in video before. Ah, that splits good. Look at that geometry on that blade. How thick that is. SP-17 Quartermaster. Great wood splitter. Great fire tinder preparer. This thing will split too. If you can span the wood, it'll go through. I was thumping on it on another expedition with a tactical doodle and Last Suspect. I'm not really in the mood to be dicking around with a fire today. I mean, I want to make one, but I don't want to over prepare it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I just want to
get it going.
Yeah, the min preparation I can get away with today, which should be easy. The weather's really nice out here.
It's nice. We got good dry wood.
I don't know. This wood here, I think, might have some moisture in it. We'll tell when we start burning it. It's a funky blade. Kind of survival, kind of fighter, kind of barong.
You know what? I don't like it.
You know why?
I don't know. It's
just too funky for you.
Yeah, it is. Go,
dude. Look at our baton. It's getting worn.
Yeah.
I forgot to tell you. Sometimes I bring a kneeling pad. Not sometimes. Pretty much every time. I'll usually wear like my Alta knee pads, but if I don't, sometimes I don't bring them. Kneeling pads is a nice way to insulate your butt from the cold, especially in the winter time.
And when you got the knees of a 90-year-old man,
You got to take care of what you got left.
you got to preserve what you got.
This thing hacks pretty good too. If I found a dead tree close by, I'd show you.
I believe you. Let's make a fire.
Word up. Okay. Okay, we need to make smaller sticks for our fire.
Mm-hmm.
We got to build it so we have a place to like hang out. You still filming?
Yeah.
I'm glad you are. So let's maybe against there. See, we have if we build it right there, we have a reflection off that rock.
Yeah, that's a perfect spot.
And then we have a sitting rock right there. We can put our sitting pad on. At least I could put my sitting pad on it. He doesn't have one. His butt's gonna get cold. Put my work gloves on again.
You know, we need to caveat this because this was a very short notice trip.
True. But aren't disasters short notice? Burn. Burn. You never know. You got to be ready, man. You got to be ready to rock and roll. Dude, at any given time, all heck could break loose. And I would be going out the house just as prepared as I am right here. Be okay, baby. I hate to mention that. As soon as I mention that, the guy's like, where's the video, man? It's a big project. It's coming. No one has the philosophy of be okays as Nutnfancy. I can pretty much guarantee you that. But I will tell you, there's no cheap way of doing it. I've not found an inexpensive way to have real capabilities in an environment like this. You come out and it gets cold. You're hungry. I mean, let's get real. You ready to get real? Shelter like this, if you're lucky, it's in a 72-hour kit. If you're lucky. And it sucks. It's better than nothing. Like I said earlier, it's wind shelter, but to actually live in something like this, not cool. It sucks. I've done it. And you realize real quick, those sides come collapsing down on you, and there is a difference between surviving and being comfortable. There is a huge difference. And when I come out in the woods, if I can, if my weight can take it, or if I'm able to carry the weight, I like to be comfortable. You know, I like to bivouac. I like to own the environment. And that takes money, you know, to have a tent at least. And I know there's inexpensive ways to do it, but, you know, the backpacking way of having turnkey, ready to rock and roll stuff, that is time effective. In other words, I need it now. Really cool. The stove is case in point, this MSR stove. Maybe within seconds I can have a boiling flame ready to go. It weighs just a few ounces. I put another one in a BOK, so this is a new one. I haven't even fired this one up. I have 4 of them. That's a stove.
Not much to it.
No, and it's effective. Yeah, you have to have a fuel cartridge, I know that. But for rule of law, I have a fuel cartridge. You know? And then there's other ways to heat up your food too.
What do those things run?
They just take time. $29. To me, that's not breaking the bank. You know, maybe to some people it is. They're all in the BOKs. And I've got 4 BOKs put together. 4. 1 for each family member. Completely identical. I don't even know if I'll show that video because then everyone's going to freak out and want me to do the vids. Alright, fire time. Suspect a bad cartridge with the MSR stove, so I'm going to see if I can jump start it. Need something sharper than that though. Here's my Swiss Army knife. That's what I'm looking for right there. That's working. I wonder if this is going down far enough. It should be plunging that pin down into the the self-sealing valve though, and I don't see any movement with it at all. Once again, showing the fact that I should have pre-flighted this thing before bringing it. Wah, wah. I've had these work with me for so long though. I should have pre-flighted it. Again, dudes, we're going to do minimum prep on this fire, so since it's not pre-sipping out, we might be able to get away with it tonight. Wah, wah. Let's get the great equalizer out. The great equalizer, again, is trioxane. Everybody has their favorite tinder. I'm just going to burn a whole bar tonight, dude.
Why mess around?
I'm not going to mess around. It evaporates anyhow if you don't seal it up good. Trioxane, my outdoor friend. Love it. I think I'll just light it off with my miniature flint and steel. Actually, on second thought, maybe not, because I'm knocking everything all over the place. This saw blade lights that up. It sucks. There it goes.
Doesn't take much to light that stuff, does it?
Nope. And by the way, guys, it is lit. You may be looking and go, is that lit? It's lit, trust me. So immediately we throw our fire on top of it. So, come here, Swiss tool. I'm going to use him for fire tinder tonight. Some guys will say, well, shouldn't you have stacks of all your firewood prepped, you know? Ideally, yes, you would have all that. But the conditions are so mild tonight, I can get away with it, I think, of not doing it. Again, men work tonight as best we can. We will have a raging fire, trust me. These are great fire conditions too. It's not dry, it's nice and moist out. Man, I smacked the crap out of my elbow bucket. I think it's doing it when we're chopping that tree down.
Looks like you're hurting a little bit there.
I have a big old knot on it. There's those sharp edges we always talk about on the firewood. It makes them burn so readily. As you can see, expose those sharp edges to the fire, off it goes. The harsher your conditions are, i.e. snow, cold, wind, rain, water, the more preparation you're going to need for your fire. In my experience, I'm just saying, I've tried it in other ways. So easy tonight though with this awesome weather we have. God, I want it to smell like smoke forever.
I've still got stuff that smells like smoke from that last outing that we did.
Do you consider it a badge of honor?
I do.
Do you often smell it and go, gosh, I wish I was out with Nutnfancy?
That's why I left it in the bag since last winter. No, it was a good time.
Yeah, it is. Anytime we get out, it's a good time. It rocks. And of course, like usual, the smoke is blowing in my face right out the gate. I'm so glad I brought a sitting pad. Let's see what a knife bucket's working over here. It's got the SP17 Quartermaster. I should have pre-worn those gloves for all the AEs that will show up.
Oh, I know.
Dude, you never go out. Shut up. All the time.
You're a chump, you don't use your gear.
You don't use your gear. I'm better than you. I'm more of an outdoorsman than you. Yeah, whatever. I also put those leather gloves in each BOK that I have. I think they're essential to having, you know, tool making capabilities like we see today. Either that or you're just going to thrash your hands up or shred your fleece gloves. Leather gloves are very important in my opinion. Digging that Swiss tool, it rocks. Yet another good use for the sitting pad. Awesome. Possum. We ain't at the self-sustaining phase yet, my friend.
No, not even close.
We are battling it. We're getting there.
Funny how that smoke always gravitates towards ugly people.
Explains it, because as I move closer to you, it's following me. Those sharp edges are doing okay on that wood, so I guess the moisture content's not that high. Get that airspace in there, it's got to have that oxygen. Mrs. Nutnfancy hates that campfire smell I bring home. Not a fan.
Oh, it's great. We need to get some air in there.
Word.
This isn't great burning stuff. You know that?
Is it going burning quick?
No. No, it's not.
I want to go saw a few of those limbs over there. Throw on there. By the way, we opted out of that fireplace because the hill is kind of slanted. We want a little more level terrain, so this will work. Incidentally, dude, those guys from Discovery called me again.
Did they?
Yeah, the production studio. I was pretty bad though, I never got back to them. I'm not really up for it right now.
You know, I don't blame you, to be honest.
I'm dead serious too. I mean, I could pursue that, and a lot of guys say, hey, Nutnfancy, why don't you go to Discovery or Military Channel? Maybe later, but man, I want it to be a different show. What were you going to say? Well, I mean, they want me to do another Survivor show, whatever it is.
Well, we were talking about it earlier. It's and like I said, it's played. I mean,
It
really,
is.
don't you think?
Another Survivor show, you know, Survivor Man. We got Bear Grylls out there, which I think are interesting shows.
They are, but it's...
Why do another one and try to be like them? You know what I'd like to do is a Nutnfancy gear show. Oh wait, we're doing it already on YouTube. So, dude, YouTube is like the new environment. I mean, I think the audiences on YouTube and other ones like it will just continue to grow and grow, fractionalizing the networks.
They are. Well, it's kind of like what the internet has done to the newspaper.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You don't have to go traditional to get exposure now. That's the beauty of it. And I like doing what I'm doing in the Nutnfancy project because I set the agenda. You know, whatever we want to do, a lot of it is considered incorrect politically. Awesome. You know, sheepdog concept that I posted. That's a politically incorrect video.
You know what? You can
So what? It's truth, and I like truth in the Nutnfancy project.
Exactly. If it's politically incorrect, you're pretty much doing something right.
That's correct. Politically incorrect is all about a lie, isn't it?
It is.
It's about a lie. Telling people things the way they are, but they really aren't that way. You know, putting out there a feeling and a sentiment that all people are good. Oh, you don't have anything to worry about. And yet yesterday we have this guy go into Fort Hood, kill 12 people. Huh. Yet again, proving the sheepdog concept. How you doing?
Yeah.
I wish a sheepdog would have just busted out a gun. I don't care if he had
and
it
they did,
legally or legally.
Private
Waste that
security
guy.
guard made the shot. Or a contract security guard there made the shot. But after how many people were down?
Yeah, 12. Many more wounded like
30
that?
some odd wounded, the last I heard.
Yep.
What a travesty.
Yeah. DOD, their policy of not allowing guns on base from concealed carry permit holders is a travesty.
Saved some lives, didn't it?
Yeah, that works. There's your case study in political correctness. Yeah, tell me about that. Now, could I talk about things like that and say what I'm saying now on the Discovery Channel? Probably not. Producers wouldn't dig it. They go, dude, you can't. I know you feel strongly about these things, but you're going to turn off a lot of your viewers. Yeah. Well, truth is a truth. I'm out to save lives, not be politically correct.
People gravitate towards the truth, and because there's so little of it today.
Good people do.
They do.
People who have their heads up their rectal orifices do not. Dude, you put it together a pretty good fire there. That's
Almost
pretty
like
awesome.
Almost like I've done it before, huh?
Yes, I like it. Yeah, we do.
Yep.
And we don't even have to make a stove. I mean, we got enough coals coming our way right here. We'll do it just for fun. Hey, do me a favor and burn that can out. Allie's can, so we can pack it down. Or, yeah, go ahead and burn out. I was going to say I could use it as a stove component out of the can, but I don't know if I want to do that. What a gorgeous evening we've been given tonight. Dudes, that fire is self-sustaining now. I'm gonna go break some wood.
All right.
No, we don't saw everything. Only when we don't have a choice. Once it lights. This wood's wet, but it'll dry out. All right. Fire is an ongoing work.
You know what? Instead of letting those beans sit over there, let's set them next to the fire.
Okay. Good idea. Let's scrape some coals out too, dude. And they'll just put them on a slow simmer, huh? I like it.
Oh, that's a nice fire.
Yes, it is. In this weather, you can pretty much eat whatever you want when your calorie outtake is so huge. Using the old Ontario Rat 1 for your slicer tonight, Buggy?
You betcha.
It's
got a good sharp blade on it thanks to Fitzen.
Roger that. Thank you, Fitzen. Dudes had to retreat away from the fire to actually get some eating done. I was getting owned by that flame. Eating good. I need a Diet Coke, dude. Can you hike down and go get me one, Bucket? I'll keep the fire going for you. I tried to slip a Diet or a Sprite Zero in Bucket's pack and he busted me with it. Here you go, dog. Catch. That increased light is the Nightcore D10 coming into action.
Man, I need to take a deuce.
Do you?
Just totally do. Freaking beans, man.
Beans, cheese, salami. I think we're gonna skip stove making tonight, bro.
I think so too.
Are you good with that?
Yeah. Been a good day.
Yeah, it has. Fun. We just couldn't ask for a better night. Weather. Not a soul up here, just us. Dogness has loved it. Huh. That fire's like perfect right now.
Yep. We need to do a lot less of this, I tell you what.
It sucks.
Pain in the butt.
I hate coming to the mountains. It's such a pain. Kidding. Dude, I wish we were spending the night.
I know, I do too.
I gotta do some military stuff tomorrow, though.
Yeah. Always seems to be something, doesn't it?
At least we did this.
Yep. Beats parking it on the couch.
That checks. Fire's been doused.
Yeah.
We're gonna stir it some more. Did some good blade testing. Allie the mountain dog, Nutnfancy bucket nuster. We're gonna hike out. We might show you some of that, might not. Depends on what kind of lighting we have. Good times, brother.
You got it.
Guys go, well, why don't you spend the night? Well, I don't have a lot of time, dudes.
It's all about time. Priorities.
I got
Something's
stuff.
gotta give.
TMP by itself, man, is like a daily thing. If I don't keep up on it, I hear about it. Never mind the family, friends, and jobs. Talk about friends. This is what we're talking about. You got to make time for your friends. Come up and do this stuff. And
Yeah, you do.
Bucket's gracious enough to let me film it while we do it. So you guys can thank Bucket Nuster. Either way, we'd still be doing it, but it wouldn't be on film for you guys, so or on video.
Well, we're glad you came along.
Yep. So thanks, Bucket. Appreciate that, dude.
Yep. You betcha.
He's cool to allow that, because he's definitely not a camera hound. I'll tell you that much. He does not dig it.
No, I don't.
I don't dig it either, but I love getting information out there. I do dig that. Let's start our hike down, girl. What do you say? Giddy up?
Hit it?
Yeah, let's go. Can you believe that's light from a single AA battery? Nightcore D10. Hiking out at about 10,000 feet elevation. With Allie the mountain dog and Bucket Nuster. Snow's getting deep now. Nice, dog. Dude. Kind of no moonlight tonight, so we have lights. Normally, like Bug had said earlier, we're hiking by the moonlight. And actually, even now, when we're on snow, we could turn all the lights off, get our night vision, come back. It'd be fine. But going in and out of the woods, a little bit tricky. We're going on the trail, baby.
I'll say.
Again, this wouldn't be a slope I'd do in heavy snow.
No way. No.
Giddy up. Go on. Go on, girlfriend. Dig your heels in on this one, bro. It's kind of steep.
Yep.
Steep and fun. How you digging that D20?
Liking it.
Isn't that freaking awesome? Not too much snow up here yet, so this is doable. Angle this way, dude. No, I just to avoid what I think is a drop off down there.
What's that?
How's that no gator decision treating you?
Gators are for chumps.
I'm warm and dry. A little steep, doable. If you lose your footing, you're going for a little bit of a ride though, before you can slow down. Careful right there, there is a drop off right there. Goes down.
Angle back to the left.
Yep. The key is when you hike out, with lights, without lights, take your time. Don't be in a hurry. Relax. Honestly, a lot of people, when let me get the light on me, vid cam light. When the sun goes down, a lot of people just freak out. You know, they're in the woods and after dark, they're freaking. Don't be. It's no big deal. Take your time. Don't do anything stupid. You know, in high terrain like this, we got to take it slow. And you know, we're at high elevation with snow too, so it's slick. But we're equipped and we're experienced. No big deal. Definitely, and I want to reiterate, there's no avalanche danger. There's not enough snow yet. We wouldn't be doing this if it was high snow conditions. And it's an adventure, and I dig it. Oh, this is looking sweet over here, Bucket. This is looking real nice. We got a chute to go down here. We actually departed from the trail intentionally to save time. And I am familiar with this area, so not a big deal. But it is night, and I could, you know, it's always it is night though, and you always got to be a little bit more careful. And with me filming with one hand, I usually have my trekking poles with me, and I don't now. Okay, I gotta look at this. This is looking a little bit steep here. Had to break out the trekking poles, man. We just went down a really steep grade, so filming takes a back seat to that, guys. Safety first. Bug at Nuster, no poles. He's doing well though. Come on, dog, giddy up. We're at the top of about 100-foot tall snow chute. And the snow's not deep though, see that? No avalanche danger. We take a different route. See, we're making good time too.